Alrighty there, gang. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you friends and family and fans and finish line focused, fantastically fine folks. So how is your day going? Well, good. I hope you said well, disciple. It's going great. Thanks for asking. And if you're asking how's my day going, I'm going to tell you that it's pretty darn good. Not too bad. It is about 8:30 on Thursday morning, August 3rd. So had a pretty decent night last night. We ended up, so it came a storm, and you guys heard the thunder, I think. And boy, it cut loose, and man, did it storm yesterday. I mean, it poured and rained the whole rest of the afternoon and evening. So Halo and the kids went into Kent, Connecticut and did some laundry and stuff. And they met me back there at that road, Old Sharon or something road at the 1485. And so I only did 6.7 miles, but it went well. It went okay. My back did fine. And so we ended up going back to by the campground, which was on the way. I ran in and even actually took a quick shower because I was just sopping wet anyway from the rain. Rinsed my clothes, rinsed my socks, rinsed out my shoes. I just put them in the sink that they have for doing dishes. And man, rinsed them out, and that way, if at least when they dry, they'll be somewhat clean. Boy, the bugs are bad this morning. So anyway, got a change of clothes from my town clothes, and we ended up going into Kent, Connecticut, and had supper last night at the, I don't know what it was called. Something, pizza, pasta, and grill. So we went there, and it was super expensive and mediocre food. It was one of the most disappointing meals that I've had on the whole trip, just because it costs so much. Somebody gave us some money to have like a nice meal, whatever, on them for the whole family. And so that's where we kind of chose to go, because it was raining and you don't want to go to a camp and eat, anyway, it's hard to eat as a family when it's pouring rain. So what a perfect opportunity. And I'm telling you, the food was like very so-so. And it was crazy expensive. So anyway, but we had a decent meal, got filled up for sure, and went back. It quit raining while we were in the restaurant. So went back to camp, and the family actually went and took showers, and I was ready for bed. So I went in to the tent and actually fell asleep. So I think I got a pretty good night's sleep. I took a muscle relaxer last night, and boy, I crashed. I slept pretty well. So anyway, got up this morning. The plan today is to do 15. I'm going to get to the 1,500 mile marker, Lord willing. And so that will be awesome to hit the 1,500 mile marker. And today, in like 4 miles, I'll get below 700 miles to go. Again, Lord willing, I don't put anything ahead of what God has in store, because who knows, my back could wig out and whatever. I don't want to take it for granted, but Lord willing, I'll show you the 700 mile marker, left to go. So that'll be cool. That'll be awesome. So again, today's plan is to do 15, and then tomorrow to do 17. But tomorrow's 17 will include Bear Mountain, and I think it's called not Easter Mountain. There's Everett Mountain, Mount Everett. And oh my goodness, if you look at the profile, for those of you that have the guidebook, look at the profile. Wow, Mount Everett is pretty legit. And I heard going down Bear Mountain is also pretty legit. So we'll see how it goes, but that's kind of the rough plan. And the family is going to move into Massachusetts tomorrow. So tomorrow night we should be camped in Massachusetts, so that'll be cool. All right, climbing up out of this road, so let me stop the video for now so I can use two hands. Two trucking poles, and all right, good to be on the AT. Feels good. I'm glad it's a sunny day right now. There's a chance of rain this afternoon between, well, I don't know, later on there's pretty high chance of rain. So we'll see what happens. All right, thanks for coming along with me. All right, this cool little open area right here is called Belter's Bump. Belter's Bump. Not exactly sure who Belter is or why they call it a bump, but there's the sign that marks it. So Belter's Bump is at the 1489.6 or something like that. But the point is, neat little spot, but the point is it is 0.2 miles from the 700 mile mark for southbound, or for northbounders, the 700 miles to go mark. So I am 0.2 away. So I'm filming now. I think down here at the road basically is that mark or whatever. So there might or may not be some kind of a sign or marker or whatever, but that will be awesome to be under 700 to go. So I'll show you here in a few minutes. Boy, these rocks are slippery. Got to be very careful. And so are the tree roots. All right, here I am, Connecticut Route 7 on the Appalachian Trail. 700, actually less than 700 miles to go. That is cool. And there's a big old mountain over there that looks like, I'm sure I'm gonna have to climb that thing. But it's okay, because there's less than 700 miles to go. Yeehaw! Awesome. All right, what an awesome place to stop for lunch. That there is called Great Falls. I guess it used to be a dam, maybe. I'm on the Housatonic River. And wow, what an awesome spot. I've been sitting here with my feet and legs in the water for probably 20 minutes or a half hour. I ate lunch and just relaxing. Got my shoes drying out, my socks and my insoles drying out in the sun from yesterday's rainstorm. Just had a very funny incident that prompted me to turn on the camera now rather than later when I'm ready to go. But that family right there, they are Hispanic. I don't think they speak any English. I said hello and whatever, and they couldn't really talk back to me in English. But anyway, the two ladies threw something to the guy who was on that bank, and it only made it about halfway. And so it started washing down the river. I couldn't tell what it was for sure, but evidently it was important because he was in the water and he ran back across all those boulders and rocks and things, literally dove in right there and caught whatever it was that she had thrown about halfway across. So that was fun for me to watch. I mean, he dove in shirt and cap and everything, got in the water. There's couple of hikers up there. The girl, I think, is Blue Bird. Could be Blue Jay. I can't remember, and I don't remember his name. I'm not sure. But anyway, I've been hiking kind of on and off, leapfrogging a little bit with them here most of the day, or the last part of this day. Anyway, most of the late morning. So been having fun with them. So talking with them and stuff like that. So anyway, there you have it. All right, so left Great Falls back there, and that is an amazing place to stop and soak your feet and swim and everything else. The couple that I met earlier, their names, she is Blue Bird and he is Rocket. He's from Florida and she's from Massachusetts. So she's headed for home here, the next state, not very many more miles. We hit the Massachusetts border. So anyway, got to talk gear. Rocket likes gear. Well, they both do, like me. So we had some good gear discussion. But boy, I got my socks dried out, my shoes dried out, insoles, which are just, by the way, the super thin little factory insoles for the Ultra Lone Peaks. Anyhow, got them dried out, and boy, soaked my feet for probably 20 minutes, and man, everything feels so good right now. That is a great stop when you can soak your feet and dry your shoes and socks all at once and eat lunch. That's productive. So feeling good, except for the sun is pretty intense, but it looks like I'm headed back into the woods right now. It is hot and humid out, but the trail's been pretty good overall. Fairly fast trail, not bad. Lots of ups and downs, but also dirt and kind of wide. Not lots and lots of rocks, so it's been fairly quick trail. My back is feeling better after lunch. Right before lunch, and then now after the break, it doesn't feel too bad. So I'm very thankful for that. Wow, look at this. Oh my goodness, I just left the trail to Limestone Shelter, and I walked down there about 0.1 or nearly 0.2 and got some water. It's last water till I get picked up today, I think. Anyway, oh my goodness, I come walking through the woods and out into this. Look at that view. That is one of the most spectacular views of the whole trail for me. You know, I can't see those great distant ones. Oh, this just takes my breath away. It reminds me of Halo. When I first see her each morning, or each time she comes back out to see me, my breath is taken away. Wow, that is remarkable. Just went across I think it's Mount Prospect is what it's called. I'm just going to keep the camera pointed that way for a minute. Mount Prospect, that was a pretty good little climb up there. Wonder why there's a little tiny trail into the woods. Anyway, yeah, like I said, crossed the top of Mount Prospect, and then down the trail, side trail to towards Limestone Shelter. Limestone Shelter is like a half mile. I just walked down a little over a 1/10 to get some water from a spring, and it was cold, and I had to take a scoop though and scoop the water out and pour it into my little bag. But boy, I drank a liter basically, and then I topped off my yummy drink bottle, made a fresh yummy drink. It's delicious. And then yeah, drank another about probably half liter, so I should be well hydrated this afternoon, because it's hot. It is very hot and sunny and humid, so definitely need to stay hydrated. That stop at Great Falls was amazing, and my feet still feel really good after that. I think I've got about 4 miles or so to go to get to the extraction point. Not sure, I haven't looked in a little bit. I didn't really pay attention to the mileage, but should be around 4 miles. Roughly 4:45 maybe. Depends on how long that side trip was. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at my watch. But anyway, beautiful day, and boy, this Connecticut is remarkable. I am loving Connecticut. It's a little more challenging than the last couple states as far as, like, you know, more regular climbs, but they're short. They're not long, but it makes it interesting. It's really been cool. And today's trail overall has been fairly fast. I'm not making great time, but my stop at Great Falls cost me. But it was so enjoyable. I mean, that's part of what the trail's all about. So anyhow, yep, we're loving Connecticut and can't wait to see Massachusetts. That right there is the giant's thumb. Like the dragon's tooth, that's a very popular and, you know, kind of a famous thing right there. But man, can you imagine the size of the giant that lost his thumb? Wow. Don't know how to put it into perspective, but it's big. It's probably nearly 10 feet tall. Wow, very impressive. Nice.
That's why when we got there, we were like, man, we are not stopping until we're at the top.
Till you get to the summit. Well, you were there. Here's the fam come out to join me, and look at the climb they had. This is a nice steep climb. I'm going down this way. We're near we're 1.5 miles to the vehicle, which is at the 1,500 mile marker. So woohoo, yay. Yeah, they climbed up here and I was coming down just off the summit, and they're like blew by me. Get out of the way, we're not stopping until we get to the top. So they all wanted to summit, which I get. I didn't know how steep this descent was going to be, but woo, man. All right, I better put the camera down so I don't have any issues. They are all in love with Connecticut. Just think that Connecticut is the neatest place. Is this that ladder thing?
Yes, it's the ladder.
Here, let me, hang on a second. I'm going to come over here and film you. Oh, okay.
It's not really
Yeah, it's not.
I'm sitting down.
Look, it's even got a handrail.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Oh, is that what that is? Well, great.
Ouch, darn.
Great.
Bend my left knee. All right, I better put it down.
Launched myself off of the top.
This stretch here through Connecticut, there's been several road walks, and so you got to pay a lot of attention to where you're going and how long you're going to be on the road. But anyway, just walked down that road and turned up here into the woods. There is a blaze that needs blasted, so join me in blowing that bad boy up. Boom. But then if you look down at the ground, what is that? That there is the 1,500 mile marker. So woohoo! Y'all want to cross it with me? Here we go. 3, to get off the couch, get out of the chair and get up. All right, walk forward with me. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Yay! Y'all just crossed the 1,500 mile mark of the Appalachian Trail. We did the under 700 earlier. Yay! Now we did the, okay, Isabel, yay! Thank you. We did the 1,500 mile marker way back there. We're well past it now. And tomorrow, Lord willing, I will enter my 11th state, Massachusetts. God is good all the time.